This video was brought to you by Fly High Alkaline Water. Be the best.
Yeah, I started to try to do a little whiskey podcast thing. It was a lot.
Yeah, it's no joke, son.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
I knew it was going to be a good amount of work, but I was like, you know what?
It's work.
I just ain't got.
Yeah, it takes time and all those things.
And everything.
And money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, this right here is free for me. But like, my shows where I get out and I interview people and shit like that.
Yeah.
I got a 3-camera setup and I got a producer for that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that shit costs money. Like, I ain't gonna tell y'all how much it is an hour.
Right.
I might put this out. Who knows?
Brocky, keep talking about whiskey and kicks.
Well, we live at this point, but that shit costs money. So yeah, it's like you gotta choose if you want to do it or not. But I'm on the media side. I'm not on the whiskey side. I'm not trying to be like a steward or something.
Right.
Some expert telling you this and that. I want to talk to those people.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Nah, I hear you.
Anyway, man, it's your boy Brocky, Whiskey and Kicks. This is Sipping with Brocky, man. We up in the building here, and I got my man Dre in the building.
Exciting.
AKA Brotha Whiskey.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Nothing much. How you doing?
Hey, man, just make yourself comfortable, brother. This is our first time meeting in person, so it's just chill. It's like this is it's not a formal thing. This is not like hoity-toity type of. We just gonna sip some whiskey and talk shop. You know what I'm saying? So what's going with you though, man?
Nothing major. Every day is that day. Trying to live it hour by hour, pretty much. Keep it copacetic, but. It's just all whiskey all the time.
Nothing major. That means there's a whole bunch of shit going on. I'm gonna get to it, man. You can't bear and get you. This is a fly hat right here.
Yeah.
Brotha Whiskey joint, established in 2019. What made you start up What is Brotha Whiskey, man?
So Brotha Whiskey is essentially Brotha Whiskey is a bunch of things. So there's a dynamic evolution to Brotha Whiskey. So initially Brotha Whiskey started off as just a group of gentlemen like ourselves that are in the corporate world. We work a little bit, we play a little bit, but we all understand that whiskey is a way to do business. Cigars is a way to do business. We come together and we
kind of like the golf course.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just kind of like the golf course, but you don't got to go to the golf course and pay for it. You don't got to get a tea time. You can get to any bar, or cigar lounge that's available to you and just sit there and just chop it up with each other and go over whatever you need to go over. So it was a group of us, and we just kind of came together as a group of men just as an outlet.
Okay.
Honestly, as an outlet, and it evolved into a club. And then personally for me, I also do curated whiskey tastings.
Okay.
So I'll talk to you, give you a consultation, figure out what your palate is like, because everybody doesn't necessarily drink whiskey, but some people may want to try whiskey or see if they, their palate is changing.
No doubt.
And see what they want to go with. So I'll tell you the histories of the whiskeys that I chose for you. I'll bring charcuterie board.
Okay, that's what's up.
I was about to say charcuterie board because that's my wife call it.
Word.
Everybody.
Okay. You made them drinks too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So wait a minute. So Brotha Whiskey is not just you?
So it's not just me since I'm married. So
Understood.
Yeah, but I am the founder of Brotha Whiskey, so it is a group of us right now that we do like monthly visits and things like that.
Oh, dope.
Monthly meetings, yeah.
Okay, so I should have been like Dre of Brotha Whiskey, right? Because you're not necessarily. I mean, people look at you and it's like, this is Brotha Whiskey.
Brotha Whiskey right here, right?
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. That's how I've always looked at it.
So I mean, it was that for a long time. I mean, there's a Brotha Whiskey group right now, but I'm still Brotha Whiskey.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying? Tell me no different.
Can't nobody else have that name.
But that's true though, man. Like whiskey is that bridge between a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And cigars too. Yep. I mean, I'll bake a cigar maybe once or twice a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big cigar smoker, but as you know, I'm a big whiskey sipper. So let's go. Let's not get too far into thanks for the hat.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? And we'll dig more into it. But the whole concept of this show is we want to sip some whiskey, man. So Let me introduce this bottle. It's something you probably never seen before. So my man T, and this is a group called Urban Whiskey Life. It's not a commercial, but they cool, man. It's cool. Out of Philly, it's a bunch of brothers that get together, sip whiskey, embrace the culture. It's ETC right there. Embrace the culture. 1520 Sedgwick Ave is the home place of the birthplace of hip hop. Cool Hercles. They gonna start throwing parties and stuff back in the day in the Bronx, and they came out with their own bourbon. They got a weeded bourbon here. It's sourced, which I have no problem with. It is what it is, and you got to start somewhere. Coming in at we had 118 proof. Okay. Right, first release, private barrel selection for Urban Whiskey Life. So you know what I'm saying. Feel free to check it out if you want to. Yeah. And let's sip this. I've never had it.
Absolutely.
So T, I'm doing this live on the show, son. I told you that's risky. I told him, I said, yo, that's risky. He wanted me to try it out. I said, that's risky, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So usually, another thing. I know I was showing you to tap the bottle. And
he showed me a new trick. Okay, go ahead. Tap the bottle.
So typically, before we open our bottles, the way we do two different types of cheers. So we tap the bottle. Everybody that plans on drinking that bottle, just to bless it. You got to bless the bottle. You know how we do. We a little. Everybody tap the bottle before you open
the whiskey church.
Yeah, you're gonna bless the bottle. So that's one. And then two, another thing that I do is when we cheers, we say cheers a little different.
What y'all do?
So we do it. We say up to it. So
Up to it.
Down to it.
Down to it.
Fuck those who don't do it.
Fuck those who don't do it.
We do it because we used to it.
We do it because we used to it.
Drink motherfucker drink.
Drink motherfucking drink.
And you got the tap already.
Oh, yeah, that is regular tradition. That whole situation right there.
Yeah. You smell good too.
Yeah, you can tell it's weeded.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, for 118 too.
I mean, it drinks hot.
Yeah.
It drinks hot. It's showing up. There's no sneaking up on you on this one. It's showing up up front.
It's gonna let you know. Take me slow.
It's gonna let you know. Yeah, I'm not a punk.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You gonna have to slow dance with this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put some Luther Vandross on, son.
Yeah.
Take your time. Yeah.
And you said they out of Philly? Or
They're out of Philly. I mean, my man lives down here. Okay. But they operate mainly in Philly. Okay. Urban Whiskey Life. You know what I'm saying? They got their bottle. They going through the whole process of trying to get the distribution type stuff and all that kind of good stuff. And he slipped me a bottle, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Yo, Urban Whiskey Life. Yo, shout out to y'all.
Absolutely.
My peoples. And yeah, man, they did it. Okay. You can never. This is my thing. Like you can never take this away. Right. Y'all did this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You did this.
It's yours.
That's it.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I approach this. Like, I did it. You can't take it away. And that's
right.
it. That's part of the legacy, which we'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, man, nice. Now the conversation starts.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get the juice flowing,
now the conversation starts.
And it's interesting that you brought this up as someone that's just starting to get into the game and do this, because ultimately that was the end goal for Brotha Whiskey, is to have my own joint. Mm-hmm. So I'm working now, like in the background, doing stuff like that and trying to figure out what I would like. But what I started to realize is I can't keep waiting. I can't wait forever.
No, time is now.
The time is now. So I was looking for partners and all kind of other stuff, or distilleries to work with and things of that nature. But now it's kind of just like, just go ahead and get started. I mean,
time is now. It just takes a certain amount of capital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then ambition and vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got those already. We see you moving around or whatever. So I don't know about your capital. I ain't counting your dollars now. I'm just saying you got the vision. You got the there's something that you want to do. So I'm with it. I'll support. Baby, you come out with a whiskey, let me know.
Yeah. Because that's the first thing everybody say was like, oh, Brotha Whiskey, where's it at? Can I taste it?
Yeah,
where's it at? What you doing?
Right.
Like, it's coming. We in the works. I gotta figure that part out.
So you mentioned that you're kind of new to the game. I see you was established in 2019. Is that when you started sipping whiskey and stuff?
No, so I started sipping a little before 2019, probably 2015-ish.
Okay.
Or a little earlier, but I mean, probably a little earlier than that. But I realized, being in the corporate world, it was just me.
Yeah.
at the table with all these people, and I'm one of the only people who wasn't drinking whiskey or didn't understand it, and they sipping these things, and they, oh, let me get the 15-year this, or let me get the 10-year that.
What's going on here?
And I'm just like, send me some Hennessy or something.
Rum and Coke, please.
Right, exactly. Right. Something real, generic or basic, and they just classing it up. So I had to, in order for me to level up, I felt like I had to class up.
Right.
So and then I polled people that are like myself, young black brothers that are like myself, and asked them, y'all know about this? You do this? Whiskey? That's an old white man drink. And I'm like, dang, is that how we really feeling about it?
Right.
So
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though.
It is.
That's the thing, yo. Like in our culture, I'm saying our culture, but I'm a hip hop head. All right. So in this culture of ours, yo, people have I used to say kind of like a narrow view, but until I learned the historical relevance of cognac in the community. So I can't knock it, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But people don't want to try nothing else. Yeah. They don't want to try nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They like, they think Hennessy is strong and shit like that. I'm like, dude, that's not strong. I don't think you're using the wrong word. But so that's a nice little mission to be on, for myself and you, just to get people to open up a little bit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're right. It's just like the golf course example remains, because that's what people do. They go start learning how to play golf so they can go on a course and have these business meetings and stuff like that. And that's what you did with the whiskey.
Absolutely. And now, like, legit, so I would say at a company that I work for now, we literally have, it's a 21st century environment though, but you know what I'm saying? One of those. But we got a whiskey cabinet in the kitchen.
Oh, hell yeah.
A nice one too.
That's the dream job. A nice one, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And everybody just brings it and just shares whatever we want, just so everybody can taste it.
Like
so after hours.
Yeah.
After hours, we work them late hours. That's actually incentive for your workers to stay at work longer.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad.
Like, who would be mad that you got a whiskey cabinet? I gotta stay late. I gotta stay working late tonight, babe. I gotta do some things and then come home drunk.
I'm about to pair this spreadsheet with some four roses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Exactly.
So that's dope. So you born and raised in the DMV?
Nah.
Where you from, man?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Born and raised, baby.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
I'm excited to hear your first question. Your first question.
Well, my first question, it's not necessarily first question, but I visited Portland before. I've been to Eugene. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I was out there in Eugene and Portland itself, and I loved it out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a really dope environment and vibe out there. But Portland, Oregon, so what brought you out here?
I went to school in North Carolina.
Okay.
So North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, for those of you who don't know, we have to say the whole thing.
You said what?
We have to say out the entire thing.
I ain't mad. I understand. After that damn toast, I get it.
Yeah. Right. So I went to North Carolina A&T, worked around in a bunch of different places on the East Coast, and I kind of knew that I wasn't going back. I like the pace of the East Coast. Okay. I'd be way too comfortable out west.
It's real chill.
That vibe is different. Yeah. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's real chill out there. But you went to school in North Carolina, so you didn't want to settle down there. What about the DMV? What attracted you?
So the DMV area, for one, the weather is like, it's not on either end of the spectrum. Yep. It's not extreme. So I went from North Carolina straight up to near Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. I'm from Rochester, New York.
Okay, so that's where I was at, Rochester. I was like Rochester. So I was in like
you was
Hornell.
Living there?
Yeah, I was living in Hornell.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that's it.
Yeah,
like an hour and a half north. I mean south.
Yeah, what you do up there?
So I was doing engineering. So I'm an engineer by degree. So,
damn.
Yeah.
You don't hear too many people move up into the snow.
I know.
When were you there?
2015 through 20. Okay, not too long up to like ago. 2018. Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm from Rochester, New York, son. Yeah. And but I've been out here since '94. Okay. You know what I mean? So, so that was your journey. So all right. So that says something about your personality, right? Because you're not afraid. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So you a move from, even to go to college from Oregon.
Yep.
All the way to North Carolina is a major move. You know what I'm saying? So what was your mentality like? This is straight out of high school?
Yeah.
What was your mentality like in high school? Were you already ready to get out of there?
So I was ready to go, for one. I mean, I felt like 18 years in one place is enough for any person, honestly. I like to evolve and change. And
You felt like that at the time?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. That's mature for a young man to think like that.
That's real. That's real. So, I mean, I felt like 18 years was enough time. I needed to grow.
Yeah.
And in order for me to grow, I had been told, and people have instilled in me that you have to change your environment in order to grow.
Okay.
Because you stand in one place, you have the stigma of whoever you were when you were there for that amount of time.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? You got the people that are around you with the same mindsets that are not evolving or changing because they're happy where they are.
Yup.
And then you don't have anything new to elevate you.
You right.
So me moving to a whole nother coast with a whole separate set of people that I didn't know anybody and having to build a family around me of those that I actually chose.
Yeah.
That's what got me here.
No matter, I don't care how much school you go to, experience is the best teacher, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Travel. Like, you gotta go, they go hand in hand. You gotta get away from wherever you live, you were born, you gotta get away from there and just see some different stuff.
Yeah.
And, you learn a lot that way.
Yeah.
So you were ready to go. So you left out of there, North Carolina for a while, and then you came up here and, had you visited this area a lot before you moved here?
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
I moved around a lot. So I did. So for one, it was partially my job.
Yeah.
The jobs that I held, and beyond that, it was just I knew where I wanted to be eventually.
Okay.
And everything I did after college was steps to that.
Yeah.
So I moved from North Carolina to upstate New York.
Yep.
Lived there for a little while. I knew I wasn't gonna be there forever because I couldn't just where I was at. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was legit just me. You know that.
Yes, indeedy.
I was right next to Alfred.
Yeah, I know about it. Yep.
It was a McDonald's, a Walmart, and a Burger King.
And the Walmart be popping.
Right.
That's all they got.
That's it. So I left there and I went to Boston for a couple years.
Oh, man.
And it was cold there too.
I'm a Yankees fan, but I ain't gonna hold that against Boston. Anyway.
Yeah, so I left them and I came down here. But my wife and I, we were in a long distance relationship for most of that time.
Okay.
So she was down here. There was no need for her to move to Hornell. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Boston, we were in the plans, but I knew that this is the place we were gonna end up.
Yeah.
So I mean, every weekend, every other weekend, I would see her anyway. So it was really like I was here. So DC got me here because of the opportunities. One, professionally, as well as this is just somewhere I wanted to be. I like the vibe of DC. I like the way it feels. It's not necessarily Portlandish, but it's a vibe to where like it's open. People allow you to do you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
DC is in the middle weather-wise. DC is in the middle vibe-wise. It's like it's not quite New York City, but it's definitely not as slow as the South.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get that. So how long you been married, yo?
2 years.
Word. Okay.
3 weeks ago.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Happy anniversary, man.
Appreciate
Dope. You got kids and all that?
Nah, not yet.
You planning on it?
Yeah.
And you and your wife, did y'all meet down in North Carolina at school?
So she actually went to Tuskegee.
Okay.
But I met her at my school's homecoming because everybody go to GHO. So I mean, greatest homecoming on earth.
Indeed.
Everybody there.
You gotta love the pride, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so okay, I'm piecing it together because here's the thing. I kind of love these. Your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
All it says is whiskey.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So usually I go dig. See, y'all people out here interviewing celebrities, it's easy. Y'all got it easy, right? Because everything they do is in public.
Everything.
You know, I talk to people, I don't know folks, and all I have is the Instagram to go, you know what I'm saying, and to go on. And when it's all whiskey, I'm like, all right, we're going to pour the whiskey and get to talking and see where things go. You know what I mean? So you got married just a couple years ago. Your long distance, so congratulations on getting through that because long distance relationships ain't easy.
Man, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real. The number one thing is communication.
It is.
And you got to over communicate when you in a long distance relationship because not everything is going to be apparent.
No doubt.
Because you can't always see somebody's face.
Yep.
You know, some things that they saying through text message or whatever it may be, their body language is different.
Yep.
So they don't mean what it sound like they saying.
You read too far into stuff.
Reading too far. So you got to communicate overly like every single time. And it may get exhausting for people, but when you realize what the reward is at the end.
Man, that's dope. That's beautiful, son.
Good.
I'm happy for you, man. That's dope.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? We just get some little kids running around, you know what I'm saying, slow you down a little bit. You better put that whiskey out now.
Yeah, right now.
Put it out right now.
All right, yeah.
So, man, we're gonna break in a couple minutes, but you know, I'm getting this together. So, Brotha Whiskey, and so what made you say, I want to start to say, was it you guys already getting together, sipping whiskey and stuff like that, and hanging out, and said, let's make this into an actual organized kind of thing? Was it kind of like that?
So, let me backtrack a little bit. So, I say like the group and everything, but honestly, it's all driven by me. So I'll send out the invitation for others to come to the thing. I mean, to our monthly event or whatnot, but it's all me doing it. Still.
Yeah,
it's still all me.
Okay, I got it.
But I mean, and my beginning goal was to gain some traction for the end goal, which was the whiskey. So during the curated whiskey tastings for people, get my knowledge up, get to taste all the bottles out here while other people, you know, giving them the knowledge, as well as, you know, meeting new people and bringing them onto the brand.
Yeah.
And then the end goal is release it, already have your following.
Indeed.
Go from there.
You know, the following is fickle, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Do it and put that shit out, and then and hustle it. Like, that following is fickle, man. They be there one day, then and the next day they not. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be all good. But has the vision evolved?
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's not just about putting out a whiskey at this point.
No, it's a whole vibe. It's a whole, I don't even know what to call it. It's a thing at this point.
Yeah. That's dope though. I dig it. It's kind of like a lifestyle in a way.
It's definitely a lifestyle, and that's the word I was going for.
Yeah. Does your wife sip too?
Yep, she does now.
Oh, she does now?
She does now.
Yeah, it sounds like Monk. That's what I was Trina. How is Trina? Whiskey sipper now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that process?
That process is good. She actually, her and her sister are actually getting tomorrow at the gathering spot in DC. They actually got a grant from Jack Daniels. So they're getting awarded that tomorrow.
Spot did?
No, my wife and her sister. Yeah, so they, I don't know all the details, but I know. But if they got a Jack Daniels grant,
that's beautiful
for their business. So they have a wedding planning and event planning business as well.
Oh, dope!
So they do that literally everywhere, all of them.
That's dope, son. Yeah. Y'all getting it, man. That's a beautiful thing, son.
Right.
So let's go ahead and let's break, man. The whiskey's getting low. I think we might try something else.
Okay.
Well, yours doing all right, but I understand that. I'm home, so
I was being nice.
Yeah, being nice. You gotta be nice to me, brother. You gotta prove that to me. But let's go ahead and break real quick. I reset my camera, and then we'll come back and sip something else or continue to do whatever we want to do.
I'm with it.
And chat some more.
Let's do it.
All right, son. All right. But yeah, man, we back, man. We back. We got this Watkins barrel proof, personally selected Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey coming in at 126.8.
Okay.
So we going up in proof. This is one of my favorites. It's a really good sip, man.
Okay.
It's not a joke either. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Well, we ain't doing the whole thing, man.
We gotta do it.
I've been sipping whiskey, brother. I gotta remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, man.
Cheers.
What do you think about that?
Got some flavor.
126, and this sips incredibly. I hate saying the word smooth, but it doesn't show up so much on
the front end. Yeah, it's good It's real easy on the palate.
Real easy on the palate.
Yeah.
Yo. Dangerous. I got water drops here if you feel like you want to do that.
Nah, it's open. Okay. That's real good on the
You see Watkins, man, I suggest you get a bottle too. I've had that bottle for a while.
I will now.
I met the head guy over at Jack Rose one day. Good people, you know what I'm saying? So good folks, man. When I go out to Kentucky, I definitely gotta holler at them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying. You been out there?
I haven't yet. So I was planning to go to Kentucky and Tennessee in February and just do Just do a run for my birthday.
Yeah, I want to go out there. I want to go to Tennessee too. I love Tennessee whiskey. Uncle Nearest and them. And just the whole charcoal filter stuff. I love it, yo. And then when they come out with their bourbon, you know, when bourbon comes out of Tennessee, it still has that Tennessee taste, in my opinion. So I like that about Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's not the same as the Kentucky taste.
No, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different. It's different. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just think though, at some point in the past, you had to be made in Kentucky to be called bourbon. And think about all the good bourbon that we have now. From around the country. Indiana's making an incredible juice. There's stuff coming out of Oregon is coming up a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? I tried a few joints coming out of Oregon. And then, you know, you got here locally in DC, like support your local distilleries, yo. You know what I'm saying? They got some good stuff.
So typically every year I try to make since I'm from Portland, even when I don't go home, this is my reason to go home sometimes for like Christmas, is I try to go to the whiskey library, the Multnomah whiskey library, at least once a year.
Out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's like, you know, they got everything.
Okay.
That's the biggest selection in the country is the Multnomah whiskey library.
Oh, is it?
It's just difficult
It's
to
a
get
bar?
No, yeah, they have a bar, and then downstairs they have like and you can eat. It's a restaurant, so literally all the walls are lined with just whiskey.
More than Jack Rose. It's the biggest in the country.
Yeah, Jack Rose plus 3 walls.
Oh, word. Okay.
And taller.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
So, and it looks like a little library, but where books would be is bottles of whiskey. So, like, they don't even know, like, they have to study, like, their servers and whatnot have to study for so long before they can actually even be able to recommend or talk to people about whiskeys. Yeah. So it's a lot, and it's real nice.
That's dope.
It's dope, and the food good too.
I was just thinking to myself, there's some really good food out there in Oregon.
Everything farm to table, man.
Yeah.
Everything.
I saw this joint. I used to watch. Me and my son used to watch this show called. This homie used to go out and just find food at these random places. Man Eats Food? I think it was Man Eats Food. Okay. And there was a joint out there called, it was a food truck called Big Ass Sandwich.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I went to Oregon is to go to Portland to Big Ass Sandwich. I went and had that shit, so they had fries on it, all types of shit on there. It was nuts, man. It went out of business. But yeah, and they got the donut spot out there in Portland. That's crazy too. But Voodoo Donuts. Yep. But just to keep it funky, the homeless / drug addict situation in Portland was sobering.
It's out of control.
It's out of control, son. And it's been years since I've been there, so I remember then. I don't know how it is now.
Worse.
It's worse now.
Way worse.
Man.
Much worse.
The heroin was nuts. And you know, I can eyeball a heroin addict. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, this shit is, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like they have special like areas, and that's not even just Portland. Like on the West Coast, if you notice, there's special areas and encampments for homeless people, because I mean it's a part of our culture, I would guess. It's a part of the area that there's just a bunch of homeless people. Honestly, in Portland, that may be one of the other places. Like California people, homeless people, different than Oregon different than Washington. But in Oregon, some of them people, a lot of them are moving up from California. It's a lot of them people that you would see as homeless and classify as homeless that live in those tents. They got full-time day jobs just like you and me.
Straight up.
They just making all that money. They just don't want to pay rent.
Really?
And they just hippie enough to be cool to just be able to live out that little tent.
The hippie situation is real out there.
Smoke weed,
not
pay no rent, stack your money real quick, and be good. They don't even need to be there. They just don't.
So they said a lot of people migrated out there to Oregon, specifically Portland, when they legalized, because they wanted to try to get into the business, and a lot of them failed. And they just stayed there on the streets.
They ain't going nowhere.
But the drugs, the heroin situation, which is crazy. But that's wild, yo. This idea of making a conscious choice to live on the street because the rent's too high.
Because rent high.
Yo,
like what would make you want to do that?
Yo, look at San Francisco. San Francisco is just as bad.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of graphic for my show, right? But they're like, they have a problem with people defecating in the streets.
Oh yeah.
On the sidewalk. And I've been to San Francisco, and I can't sit here and say, and I love the city, but I love the city with a major asterisk, because in San Francisco, it's a bunch of white folks and a bunch of Asian folks. Anybody black that you see is poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And or homeless. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't feel like there was any effort. So to see them in that state now, I'm kind of like, right.
You know exactly. Yeah. Real talk,
man.
I mean, it was that, like, the poverty line on the West Coast is so much more extreme than it is in other parts of the country, because it's so much more expensive. Because I still look at the West Coast as the Wild West. Honestly, it's still the Wild West. It's a lot of it unexplored, and no one over here, where the multitude of people live, want anything to do with it.
Right.
And they don't want to travel that far. It's barely any time for them they don't want to go visit half the time. I mean, and you can literally see every tier. You can see the line between it on the West Coast.
Out there.
Yeah, out there.
Straight up.
Because I think you can make probably 250,000 in San Francisco and still be below the poverty line.
Goddamn right. San Francisco's not a game.
Yeah, like, what kind of shit is that?
That is insane. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
It's the cost of living in San Francisco, it shouldn't be legal.
Shouldn't.
You know?
There's no reason for it.
There's no reason for it. It's fun and dope out there. It ain't that fly though. Come on, man. Gotta chill.
I love the West too, man.
You ever consider moving back?
No.
Word. Why you say it like that?
Because I told myself when I left I wasn't coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason for me.
All right, I get it. I get that, but things can change, right? Evolution and all those things.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to convince you to roll.
Nah.
I'm just saying though, like, just because you said so, you might say, I'm gonna be married by 30 and have 2 kids and this and that.
Right.
That shit might not happen like that.
Yeah, that's just one of those things that nah.
Yeah, I feel you.
I've just found like my niche over here. Like I've found the little spot I need to be in. So unless something make me go back,
yeah,
I don't plan on it.
I could dig it, man. I mean, this area's a lot of opportunities. Like that. You in DC, Maryland, Virginia? Where
DC.
DC? Oh, you in the city too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that, man. Almost moving to the city, man. Almost, man. I was touring places, and then a friend of mine, she lives right downstairs in this building, and she told me about this building, and I was like, all right, I'm checking out a tour, and I came in, and I had already met my girl by then, and she lives like 12, as she would tell it, 12 minutes from here in Kingstown, and then I came and visited here, and I was like, yo, this is it. So I can get the city feel. You see they built it up and all that kind of shit. So DC, man, how you like living in the city? Have you ever lived outside of DC since you've been here?
Nah, I've been in DC the whole time.
Word.
Yeah. So I mean, I love it. So I knew that when I moved here, I was gonna be in DC. I didn't have a choice. It was like, look, if I'm moving to DC, I gotta be in DC.
I see how your mind works. I see what's happening here.
I can't move to DC telling everybody I live in DC and I live in Waldorf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I lived in Waldorf for a while. Listen, the home prices kind of convinced me.
Lovely, you feel me? Like,
that shit's so far, man.
It's deep.
It is way too far for anybody in the whiskey business. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm a city boy, so I gotta like have the city around me. Like,
it's the energy.
Yeah, it's the energy. So like, let me give you a little history, right? So when I left Portland and moved to North Carolina for the first time, so like my freshman year in college, I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. I'm in my dorm room, and my roommate from New York, he was from New York, Wash Heights. So
okay.
we in the room like probably like the first week or so, and I'm just sitting here like, I hear crickets. I guess they cicada. I hear all kind of shit at night.
It's cicadas.
Right? It's wild. So like everything at night, and I'm just looking like, for some reason I'm tired as hell, but I can't go to sleep. And then I realized, the both of us realized, like the next day is like, it's too damn quiet.
Yo, it's crazy, son.
Like, it's quiet. Like, I have never been somewhere where it's this quiet and I can hear footsteps outside.
Yeah.
And I'm 2 floors up. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do this. It took a while for me to get used to it. Like, I got a bus that ran down my street at home. There's one that ran down the other street going that way. I can hear the trains.
Yep.
I'm like,
ambulances,
cops, gunshots. I'm like,
oh, we don't want all that, but I get it though. I get the value in that too.
Right. I don't want to hear those.
We don't want to be around that. We don't go out of that, but
like,
I get it, yo. I'm with you on that.
It's wild. Like, I don't hear anything. It's on a campus full of like 6,000, 7,000 college students, and it's midnight and I hear nothing.
Yeah.
It took some time to get used to, but now I'm kind of used to it, but not.
But you're in the city now, so
I need the noise.
Yeah, you got the noise. I get it. I love DC.
It helps me sleep.
I love it here. I mean, clearly I've been here so long, and it's just so many things that it has to offer. I mean, I've seen it change. I came here when it was Chocolate City.
Okay.
Now it's Milk Chocolate City.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little different now.
Yeah.
But there's value in that too. I mean, if they did it right, not to get into the whole gentrification conversation, but it's a real thing. If they did it right, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's a beauty in these restaurants and these places to go. It's so much to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you can go to a different place every day, and by the time you're at maybe place number 100 or place 200, place 1, 2, or 3 might be out of business. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
In DC, but they just build it on top of people, man, and they're not giving people opportunities and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like over there in like Ivy City. Have you been over there in Ivy City?
Mm-hmm.
Where Republic Restoratives is, and the rum distillery right around the corner. I think Green Hat might be over there too. It's a lot of shit over there. Yeah. And the homeless people, the poverty's still there.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta walk over them to get into the distillery, and that's conflicting for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of places over there are changing hands as well. Like I know Union District Oyster Bar over there. That changed hands like 3 times this summer.
Has it? Did it?
Yeah. Wow. And I wasn't even aware until recently.
I went and visited with them right before COVID hit, and we were supposed to try to work on some stuff, but COVID.
Me too.
So I ain't did word.
And I've worked with 3 people in the last like 5, 6 months.
Word.
So 3 different owners. So I'm like,
it's a dope spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's going through so many people, but it's a dope spot upstairs and downstairs.
The upstairs is crazy.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's wild. So I'm like, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Let me in on it. I buy it.
I mean, you got ambitions of having your own whiskey and stuff like that. I don't necessarily want that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind having like a liquor store or some shit like that.
That's it.
But it gotta be dope and vibey though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something cool and speakeasy.
Turntables in there and shit. Yeah, maybe a speakeasy in there somewhere. Yeah. Oh man, Wolfman over here bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I need to sit him in here anyway, right? That's perfect.
There you go.
Middle of the business. Something clean and dope like that you don't really see out there like that. But like I said, it's just a creative process right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just doing this shit. So with Brotha Whiskey, like, you kind of mentioned you thought about the podcast thing, like you don't have ambitions of doing the whole creative in front of the camera or behind the camera kind of thing.
So it took a minute for me to even get myself in front of that camera. Honestly, it just wasn't me. It ain't me.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
I just don't like looking like the whole holding your phone, looking at yourself, seeing yourself
out in public and shit. Yeah, it's kind of funky.
Yeah, and even now, like when I go out and I do make content for my page, just having somebody with the phone and a flash, or just having them just walking around and everybody staring at me, I'm not that dude.
Hold up. Go to this dude's website. I'm gonna put this shit up. Go to his Instagram. I'm gonna put it up. Dude be out there getting it. He be chilling. He looks very comfortable. So I'm a little, I don't know about what you're talking about right now, homie.
So like,
I see you out there, you're getting it.
I gotta post more like bloopers or something. It gotta be, because like after that one shot that you see on my Instagram page and I get caught, I'm like, all right, that's enough of that shit. I'm done. I'm trying to have a good time. Like,
no doubt. Yo, man, it's like you're having a good time out there, man. That's what it's all about, yo.
Yeah. So I'm more so like the type to like enjoy the moment and the space like from that, like it's not my generation.
And keep
but,
that memory.
Yeah, and keep that memory mentally, like
with you.
Yeah, but beyond having it on a picture where I can go look at, because I'm not gonna go look at it regardless.
Yeah,
I'm using that for content right now. I'm doing that for y'all.
Yeah.
But I mean, it needs to be done. So I'm getting up to speed, getting better at it, as the time goes on. But
what else you got, man? I mean, what do you like to do outside of whiskey, man?
Ooh.
Because we have these brands, and you know what I'm saying, these whiskey brands, and it becomes part of our regular life.
It does.
You know what I mean? So what do you is there anything that you like to concentrate on? Like, let me do this because I love to do this outside of whiskey.
So for me and my engineering nature, I need to know how everything is done, like what the process was behind that. So if I'm drinking this whiskey and it's real good, I'm like, damn, I wonder what's in it. Once I found out what's in it, how did they get in there?
Okay.
What did they do? What was the temperatures? Like what did they do to get that in there and make it taste like that? And how can I do it? Because I feel like I can do it a little better.
Okay.
Every engineer we got a little bit of cockiness in us, like, yeah, they ain't do that right.
Indeed.
I can do it better,
I work in IT, so I get it.
Exactly. That's the thought. Like, I see how you did it. I can do it over.
Right.
Yeah. So,
but that's a general approach to pretty much everything in your life, probably.
Yeah. Yep.
Like a lot of things, right?
That's true.
Right. But what kind of activities are you like to ski? Do you like to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You like to snowboard? You like to bowl? You are you a 250 average bowler?
Right. Yeah.
People don't know.
So I do play a lot of intramural sports.
Word. Okay, there we go.
So basketball and football mainly.
Word.
But I like playing football right now. So if I could, I'd definitely go play like semi-pro if they pay me right.
Okay.
But they're not gonna pay you.
Because I'm sitting here thinking like, who plays football recreationally?
Right. I do. I ain't gonna
Once
lie.
I hit a certain age, I'm like, no, nigga, I'm not going out to play football with y'all this Sunday.
Yeah. So for me, it's more, I use it as cardio.
Yeah, no
Because I don't like to just straight like go running on the track or something. Like I quit. I did football and track all throughout school, so I quit track as soon as I had to play football no more. And sometimes I quit in between. I had to come back.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is for me. So I play recreationally. I just like the competition. I'm competitive in any and everything I do.
I can dig it.
So anything competitive, I'm your boy. Come see me. I can be on your team. If you want to play against me, that's cool too. You can't win, but I mean, we can do this.
Choose wisely, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So anything competitive, man. I also make candles. The wife and I make candles.
Okay, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. Yeah, you said you gotta give me a candle, son. I love the hat, yo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. I love the hat. I love the hat.
Yeah. So I meant to bring one of the candles as well. That's my bad.
It's all good, son. It's all good. We work it out.
Yeah. So we make soy candles.
Yeah, I'll get all the information from you and shit and put it on there. So you make soy candles, you said?
Yeah. So we make soy candles with the wooden crackling wick, so it gives it the fireplace effect when they burn.
No doubt.
Give you that vibe. And we name them all after affluent 90s hip hop music and right?
Come
there
on,
you go.
son.
And movies.
You got me at 90s hip hop, baby. So you and your wife?
Me and my wife.
Dope, man.
Yep.
That's what's up, son.
And it's called the Randall Candle.
The Randall Candle.
Yep.
That's your last name?
Yep. Randall spelled just like candle with an R.
The Randall Candle. I love that, yo. That's catchy as hell. How long y'all been doing that?
We've been doing that a couple years as well. So it's 21. It's about actually early last year.
You see this shit, yo, Trina, where you at, man? We gotta do some incense or something. That's dope, man. That's dope, man. It's good that y'all collaborating together, doing stuff together, and you know what I mean? The whiskey, the candles and shit. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Remember in the beginning? What's up? Not much. Not much. It's always a lot. I see the footwear here, man. What you got going on here?
Oh yeah.
And you got what you got going on
We
here?
got a little Oliver Campbell situation going on here.
Okay. Yeah. The leather looks Italian.
You know? A little something. It's nice and good.
Yeah, I see the
it don't
leather
crease much, you know? I don't need no iron. I'm already creased.
Oh, all right, nice. I see the shoestring job, the hidden, you know what I'm saying? No knot on the outside of the tongue. I see what's going on here.
Yeah, that's
so you said you got a few joints in your closet.
I got a good amount of ones.
Oh,
I got a few. Hey, look, so I'm from Portland, the home of Nike.
Home of Nike, yo.
You
What's
can't
his
be
name?
slipping.
Michael Knight?
Yeah.
Is it Michael Knight? Something Knight. Phil Knight.
Phil Knight.
Phil Knight.
Phil Knight.
Shout out to Phil Knight.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Portland we have both the headquarters for Nike and Adidas.
Yeah, I mean, well, is the headquarters in Portland for Adidas? Because I thought, isn't Adidas a Swedish company?
I don't know about that.
But they got a big presence out there.
Yeah,
I didn't know that about Adidas.
They got a campus just like Nike. It's right, not too far from the Motor Center where the Blazers play.
Adidas
on the same street.
Adidas taught to me, man. I love Portland. I love Oregon. I'll come back out there and visit.
You know?
I didn't know that. Okay, you know I'm a big Adidas head. I mean, I got on Nikes right now, but I'm a big Adidas head.
Yeah, to me, it's the world headquarters.
Huh?
To me, it's the world headquarters.
The world headquarters out there?
Because they got they got all the employee stores and everything else out there, and they do a lot. Like, they got the gym. That's where they shoot the commercial where people come play basketball and whatnot.
All that's
in Portland, right there.
In Portland. God damn, I didn't know that. That's pretty ballsy of them to come out there where Nike is. Nike's there first, right?
Yeah. They're on the other side of the river, but it ain't number 20, 30 minutes away.
Right. Yo, that's ill.
Yeah.
I wonder why they chose out there.
And they got Damian Lillard. He next door to him. So, I mean.
That's right. He played for Portland.
Blazers. They literally on the same
For
street.
now.
Ain't no for now. We ain't going there. Ain't no for now.
It's only so much loyalty, man.
Nah, that boy gonna be there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man, I think I saw something he was trying to go to Philly or something.
Nah, Philly was trying to get him to come in. That's a difference.
You see me say, I don't want to move back to Portland. Yeah. I don't want to move back to Oregon.
That don't mean I ain't a hometown boy. You know
I get it. I ain't mad at you, brother.
Everything Portland.
So what's the majority of your collection? How many joints you got? Over 100?
Nah, I ain't there yet.
Okay.
Because I'm hard on shoes, I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I get rid of them.
You buy them to wear them. I ain't mad at that. That's what they're made for.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I I probably keep probably 40 or something of like the real cool ones.
Yeah.
The real good ones. Because I'm not like one that'll just buy shoes because, they came out or so, like the new shoes and whatnot. If they don't look like, if they not specifically like, I don't feel like nobody else is buying these and they dope, or this might be the last pair that nobody else ever saw, I'm probably not getting them.
I'm with you on that shit.
I don't want to walk down the street nowhere and see somebody else with my shit on.
Right, I hear you.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I ain't with it either. Yeah, I'm the same way. I keep a small collection, 60 or so, 60, 70 pair. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy to some of y'all, but it's not a whole lot compared to the people that I talk to. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here with hundreds of pairs of sneakers. But if I don't wear them, I get rid of them.
Yeah,
I donate them.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? You see my space, man. I downsized to move here, so I don't want to keep a whole bunch of shit. So I dig it. What's your favorite joints right now, though? Like, what do you rock the most?
I'm not even gonna lie. I've jumped on this Oliver Campbell kick. For some reason right now, it's just like the quality of them. They last. I needed a more casual shoe.
Yeah, this is a very diverse shoe right
Very diverse. You can dress these up.
The blue on blue, the blue strings, the blue.
And I got some all pink ones.
It's a very deep blue.
I got some all pink ones too.
Word. It reminds me, what's the joints that Adidas collaborate with? I can't think of their name right now, but it'll come to me. But yeah, them shits is clean, son.
Appreciate it.
So those are your joints right now.
Right now, right now they Yeah, and they got like a bunch of different like styles. Like they got some that's like white, and they got that worn look, but they new.
You into that? You into the worn look?
I don't know.
I don't know about it either. I don't know about buying a sneaker that's look worn.
Yeah, I can't do it because I like my shoes clean.
Now those off-white Jordan 2s are fucking nuts.
Okay.
That Virgil's coming out with the off-white the 2. Them shits, they look worn. They kind of like, look kind of scratchy on the side. Yeah. Those shits is fire. I ain't gonna front, but it's a lot of sneakers coming out looking worn, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Can't get with it, right? Yeah. It's gonna take a minute for me to get into it. They look dope on the site when you looking at them and like, okay, the concept is there. They look real good in theory, but I think it'll look like on my feet.
I'm gonna have to take a jump. I'm gonna have to take a leap on one of these drinks.
Try one, right?
I'm gonna have to try something, man. I don't know, man. I'm a little iffy about that shit. You know what I mean? Yo, man, I appreciate you coming through, son.
Absolutely.
Long time coming. The whiskey is great. Conversation is great, man. Yeah. I love the energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And when's your birthday, yo?
February 3rd.
February 3rd. What is that?
Aquarius.
Aquarius? Yep. Oh shit. My girl's birthday February 3rd. crazy.
The 3rd?
Yeah, February 3rd. Yo.
Oh shit.
Yo, same fucking day, yo. It's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to pinpoint. I mean, I'm not big into the whole, all that stuff, but I'm just trying to pinpoint the drive and all that kind of stuff, and your approach to things. And I'm not sure if those things can all be pinpointed to the whole horoscope stuff or whatever. It's really individualism.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like one person can have the same birthday and be completely different and whatnot. But you definitely got the ambition, man. You got the vision. You know what I'm saying? You got the how old are you, man? How old are you?
33.
You got the youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm 46, baby. We out here though. Yeah. You got the youth. You got no kids right now. Yeah. This is a beautiful time for you to accomplish anything you want to accomplish. And I'm saying that kids take away from that, because kids are a beautiful thing, and I wouldn't take away for a world or whatever, but, take advantage of the time that you got right now, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And knock that shit out. If you can if we can get another black-owned whiskey on the market, that's a beautiful thing.
I'm working.
Yeah, man.
I just got to do it.
Yeah,
it's all about execution.
Do that shit, son. Yeah. And I got about 8,000 plus followers. About 25 of those gonna tune in. Let me know. I'll put it on the show, man. Right. 25 people, maybe 8 of those will buy a bottle. You never know. right. I know the science. Yeah. I've been doing this for a while. I know how it goes. Anything you want to let the people know, man? How to find you and stuff like that?
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram. I believe you can find me on Facebook. I mean, what's the other one? I don't use
TikTok.
I don't even use TikTok.
I don't use TikTok. Twitter?
Not on Twitter. I'm really mostly on Instagram. But I use everything, and I transfer it over to Facebook. That's what it's called.
Okay, Facebook.
Yeah, so I'm on there, but it's not as much of a presence. But Instagram is where you can definitely find me. And that's at Brotha Whiskey. Brotha.
Yep.
Whiskey.
Yep.
Brotha Whiskey. That's where you can find
Whiskey with an E.
With an E. Yes. Wiskey.
Yeah. Whiskey. The whiskey will have you smelling whiskey a little wrong.
Right.
I get it. I feel good right now. Yeah. 118 and then 120 something, 126.
We on
right now, man. Cheers, brother.
All right, cheers.
Appreciate you, man.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Peace, y'all. Yeah. That's it, man.
That was good, man.
That's good shit.
Brocky, keep talking about whiskey and kicks.